boys and girls. Today we're going to do lesson 16, and lesson 16 is called the wave. So this is going to expand on what we learned in the last lesson with the contour lines, and we're going to create a wave that's 3D. So this is a good example of seeing and drawing contour lines in the real world. So there will be some wave lines, and those lines are just going to show us the motion of the wave. It's not really going to be a striped wave, but that's just going to be showing us the motion. So we're going to start off by drawing a quick direction cube so that we can have the reference for that. So for the directions. So we'll just do a quick little, 2 dots, drawing our foreshortened square. Just like a quick reference to show the directions of these lines. Okay, so then I just labeled the northwest, southwest, southeast, and northeast. So now we're going to be drawing a light guideline in the direction of northwest. So we're going to do that right along right here. And this is the northwest direction. So that's what you'll want to draw. Then we're going to sketch a foreshortened circle to begin the shaping in the curl of the wave. So short foreshortened circle will be that kind of squished. Again, you are going to be practicing those contour tubes. Okay, then you're going to taper the top curl of the wave with a light guideline. So this is going to be the top of the wave, and it tapers. So remember, taper means it's going to be coming in smaller. So notice how it is wider right here versus right here. So that'll be tapered like that. Okay, and then now you're going to close that off by just doing a curved line here. And then we're going to draw a guideline a guide dot right here. And that guide dot is going to show the curve of the curl of the wave. So the curve is going to go this way. So you want to be focusing on this curve line when you are drawing your contoured lines. So really look at that. I'm actually going to make it red so you guys can see. I'll do it in a pen so it really stands out. So you're focusing on this curve. So you want when you're making parallel lines that are parallel to each other, this is kind of like making a parallel line with a curved line. So now we're going to shoot off with our a line. We're going to taking right around here. Oh, we're actually going to draw a guideline or a guide dot right here too. So then we're going to shoot off a drawing direction, and we're going to go in this direction to draw the bottom part of our wave. Okay, so then now that we have this guide dot right here, then we're going to be making a parallel northwest line again that goes along right up there. Maybe it can be a little bit higher up. But that is about where you want to sketch. Again, you can kind of sketch, because this isn't perfect, sketch that line. Okay, so then after you sketch that line, now we're going to start drawing the frothy foam. Okay, before we do that though, let's erase a couple extra guidelines. So we can erase these dots now. And then this guideline we're going to want to use. So I'm just going to erase some stuff, and we'll come back to erasing later. Okay, so then now we're gonna draw some frothiness on our waves. Erase those arrows too. Okay, so then the frothiness is gonna just be like little, and it's gonna kind of go up and around that guideline. You just want it to be following the same direction. So, you know, you can make it as frothy as you want. And then as it gets over here, we're just gonna have the effect of the wave rising up. And then just kind of like falls down naturally down. You can kind of play with that too as you do that. Okay, so then now we have tubing waves, which usually you can find like when you're surfing or when you're in Hawaii or, you know, when you're in San Diego riding the waves. I'm going to erase my guideline that's going through the middle. And now I'm going to erase this line, but I'm just going to erase that guideline. I want you to make sure that to focus on that when you guys are drawing. So make sure that you're focusing still on that curve. So here you'll have your frothy foam, and make sure it's going along this guideline. Okay, once you've done that, you can erase that in the middle like I did. Make sure you draw all the foam all the way back, and notice how it's going up because they collapse very quickly. So then now we're going to begin shaping the wave with flowing contour lines. So in order to do that, again, we want to follow this line that we talked about earlier, this line. So we're following that curve. So I'm going to show you. So really these lines are going to show the movement, and you're going to be following, so it kind of comes down. You want to be following this guideline or this curve. So just be looking at that as you're drawing that line, those lines. And these lines are giving it movement. They're giving it, they're showing the direction that it's going. Okay, so you're going to complete all the curving contour lines for the top lip of the wave. So this right here is the top lip of the wave. Okay, so then now we're going to define the wave by darkening the nooks and crannies behind the foam. So behind the foam, that's right where the top of the lip comes down, right on top of that foam. That's where you're going to be giving it definition and filling in those nooks and crannies on top of the foam. And then now you're just going to continue drawing with more detail, and you're going to draw more flowing contour lines. So now that I'm done with the top of the wave, now I'm going to start drawing them down here, and I'm going to be going in this the contour lines in that same direction. Oops. And I'm going to come down. Whoops. It's kind of messy to show you. So start up here and bring it down. So that's kind of the inside of the wave, and then this would just continue going this way. Probably right about here. Stop. And then now you're going to also draw lines that are going northwest. These are going to be our guidelines, so that's why we're just going to be drawing those. And then that is going to be to help you draw the light reflection shimmering on the face of the wave. So when there's light shining down, it's going to reflect the light of the wave. So you would be drawing a line or some shading going this way and going this way in that same parallel direction as the northwest line. And then you can shade that in a little lighter. I'm just going to shade it in. It's going to be a lot easier with your regular pencil, just to kind of blend, because you want this to blend. You don't want it to look striped, but you do want to show that detail. And then also I'm going to draw another little shimmering spot here, and then also it's going to come, it's darkening down here, and then it's going to come down like this, right here, where it, just where it curls over. We'll add some shading at the top. And then when we're done, we will go through and outline it with a darker pencil line. So just continue shading. And you want it to be a little bit darker on the top. So I'm gonna like make sure that's a really defined line. And then just add some more, just kind of fill it in. Blend it so it doesn't just look stark. So see how I'm just adding some lighter lines up there. You can also add some action lines. So that's what lines like kind of coming up like this, showing, you know, that the waves are coming. Maybe some droplets coming up. Water gives it that action. And then you can go through and erase any lines, any guidelines that you have to finish it off. So I just went through and I erased those guidelines that I had, and I finished up blending and shading, and that is your lesson 16. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to the next bonus challenge. Okay, so this is your bonus challenge. So you're going to take the skills that we've acquired from drawing a wave and apply them to other fun drawing, like this whoosh cloud. I want you to practice drawing overlapping foam, dark recess, nook and cranny shadows, and action lines. So I want you to practice this, enjoy and have fun, and see what you can come up with. Also, additional bonus, you can draw your wave maybe in a scene, maybe crashing around the beach, or you know, maybe crashing on a lake. Okay, so enjoy and have fun, and I will see you next time.